With Iron Mace's addition of uniques to the dungeon, well, given the current roles that they have anyway, being the quad role system, there's been some really interesting, toxic, and memey builds that have come out of it. And yeah, we've seen the crazy high agility or strength druid stuff. We've seen the 330 MS barb carrying a double axe with the double axe out still at move cap. We've seen some wild stuff, but this one takes the cake. I'm going to play the clip for you, and then we'll talk about what's going on.
Heal me! Look it healed me! Look at that! Look at the healing!
Oh.
So in this clip, what you're seeing is a product of the unique system and the ability for extra rolls to occur on certain pieces of gear, specifically having to do with projectile damage reduction. Now, for people that hadn't ever built into it, projectile damage reduction prior to now had actually been a very, very strong stat. If you ever watch Katie, she had runs where she was sacrificing move speed in exchange for projectile damage reduction, because things like bards and rangers, especially in the dungeon, especially in Frost, especially if you were going after Wyvern, were kind of like a plague. So she would sacrifice move speed in exchange for the extra damage reduction, because it would compound, and the way that it's calculated is it compounds the armor value that you have with the addition of damage reduction on the projectile side, and they would add together, and you would take nearly no damage from a ranged weapon. That is, of course, unless they had true damage attached. However, in this case, what we are looking at is projectile damage reduction in excess of 100%. See, with all these quad rolls, you have the ability to get your projectile damage reduction over that 100% cap. But that's not why he's being healed here. For those of you that didn't notice, our man Cody is being healed by the projectiles that are being shot at him. He's being shot at by a ranger, and the arrows that are hitting him are actually giving him health. A considerable amount of it, actually. The reason for this is not only a combination of all the projectile damage reduction, but also that he's getting hit in the limbs. And this is where it gets kind of silly. And this is the thing that Iron Mace, they already know about it and they're fixing it, but it's become like this ridiculous, like sub-meta kind of thing where if you want to beat a ranger, you stack up all the projectile damage reduction that you can, and then you start trying to like block your face or body with like your arms. Because for whatever reason, kind of like if you played Final Fantasy back in the day, if you got more than 100% resist on any element, you would end up being healed for some amount of that element. In this case, because you have over or around 100% projectile damage reduction, effectively making it 0, the additional 50% damage reduction on top of that is essentially making it so a portion of the damage hitting you actually restores health. kind of ridiculous. Now, like I said, Iron Mace knows about this. I just kind of wanted to share it with you because I thought it was ridiculous and broken. I would assume that there's going to be a patch very, 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 very soon to fix this. But anyway, it's funny. Thank you guys so much for coming by the streams. Thank you for watching this video. If you would be so kind as to sub the channel, that would be amazing. As of late, I'm taking a very, very small break from Dark and Darker. I got hooked on Expedition 33. If you haven't seen that game, or if you want to see it played, it is one of the best games I've ever played in my entire damn life. So we will be doing that, reconvening tomorrow morning first thing around 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I hope I see you guys there. If I don't, then I suppose I will see you in the next video. Thank you for lending me your eyeballs, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.